Hello and welcome to another episode of Midweek News. This is episode 36 for August 3rd, 2023. Let's get started. First up, Facebook and Instagram's news blackout in Canada has started as of August 1st. I have to admit, I'm a little jealous of our neighbors to the north right now. Time will tell how long this blackout will last. If only we could have the same thing here in the States, at least until a certain November 2024 event has passed. DOSFetch, a Neofetch clone for MS-DOS and compatibles. I'm not sure why, but this makes me want to spin up a VM of FreeDOS. Linus Torvalds suggests disabling the AMD firmware TPM. It was thought this issue that has been seen recently was patched in an earlier kernel version, but problems have started to be reported again. It will be interesting to see how this one plays out. ZenServer teases free VMware migration package. It seems that the ZenServer devs have decided to play ball again. I question if the VMware migration tool is going to be enticing enough. Most home lab enthusiasts I know of have moved to either XCP-ng or Proxmox. Firefox 116 was released on August 1st. This release features an improved picture-in-picture mode, the ability to edit existing text annotations, the ability to copy any file from your OS and paste it into Firefox, keyboard access to bookmarks, history, and synced tabs. On Linux, you have improved Wayland support and improved HTTP2 support. Thunderbird 115.1 is available. While not a big release, some change highlights include hiding the quick filter bar by default, the ability to install as a Flatpak app in Linux, zooming in the multi-message view, resizing the clear history and CardDAV address book dialogues, and it resolved an issue with total email counts and folder sizes. Some news has emerged for Firefox 117. It is expected to include built-in automatic translation of web content, removal of the screen sharing indicator on Linux systems with Wayland, a new CSS compatibility tooltip for the Developer Tools Inspector, and support for improved CSS nesting being enabled by default, and this release is planned for August 29th. AMD aims to compete with Intel and Nvidia in China with a new AI chip. The AI bandwagon jumping saga continues. This is going to heat up as time goes by, and hopefully it will get a little more interesting to watch. Dr. Lisa Su of AMD suggests new competitors to the RTX 4070 and 4060 Ti are coming soon. I'm rooting for AMD on this one. It's no secret that Radeon cards are better supported for most, but not all, use cases on Linux, especially gaming. I've not been a fan of Nvidia since they bought and killed 3DFX. Steam on Linux. Steam gaming on Linux spikes to nearly 2% in July. This is a larger market share than Apple's macOS. I've got to hand it to Valve here. The Steam Deck accounts for about 42% of Linux gamers on Steam. This brings AMD CPU market share among Linux gamers to 69%. And this marks the first time that Linux has outpaced the gaming market share of macOS on Steam. ChromeOS is splitting the browser from the OS and taking on more Linux characteristics. This is a rather interesting move by Google, and it will be entertaining to see how this all plays out. I wonder if it's just coincidence or if it has something to do with the Steam statistics that I reported in the previous segment. Ubuntu 23.10 may exclude LibreOffice and Core Apps from the ISO image. Manic Minotaur, the code name for Ubuntu 23.10, is scheduled for release on October 12th. This will certainly lead to a faster and lighter weight install at the expense of users needing to install more software after the initial install is complete. At least users will have the choice on whether to install their Office suite with Snaps or Flatpak or something else. And bringing up the rear today is Zorin OS 16.3 has something for everybody. They've got 2 paid editions, 2 free editions for everyday Linux users, and 2 educational editions. And the article notes that Zorin 17 is tentatively scheduled for, quote, late 2023. And that, my friends, will bring us to the end of another midweek news. My apologies for it being a day late, but sometimes life just throws you a curveball that you have to deal with. And on that note, thank you once again for watching. Do what you do down below the video. Doesn't cost you a thing, and it helps the channel grow. And I'll see you in the next one. Have a great day.